They are the price we pay for the freeze and thaw of every winter, and boy, are they everywhere right now. Yep, we're talking about potholes.
So far, Indy DPW has filled more than 60,000 craters this year, with more than 4,000 still on their list. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Felicia Lawrence.
And I'm Dustin Grove. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick is back on Pothole Patrol today. She joins us live with a preview of her story tonight, where the worst ones are, what to do if your car gets damaged, all sorts of stuff. Lauren, what have you found?
Oh, Dustin and Felicia, our mission today was to find the biggest craters in Indy, and I think we hit the jackpot. Come here. This is Purdue Road here, just north of 86th Street, and look at these potholes. They are massive. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at this one, 8. We measured this one earlier today. Guess what? 4 inches deep. And it is so dangerous that we have been watching out here as cars, they come up here, you can see one coming this way, they have to stop and go around these potholes because it is that dangerous. So I know a lot of people are wondering, the big question today, of course, is where is Indy DPW and when are these potholes getting filled? So we did get an update from them earlier today, and we are told crews have filled about 64,000 potholes this year and received about 10,000 complaints with about 4,000 requests still to go. Take a listen.
Now the temperatures are kind of starting to turn in our favor. One hot mix plant is open. We were able to use hot mix on Tuesday. Crews dropped about 60 tons of hot mix on that day. Unfortunately, we had to get back into winter weather operations yesterday, but crews are back on the roads today for day shift.
So, of course, we are wrapping up our story, putting the finishing touches on our story for 6 o'clock tonight. And as we do, we're going to keep an eye out here and see how many drivers are going to risk it. Let's see this guy. Yep, see, going to go around the potholes, going to make the right move, not get a flat tire. But this is definitely one of those problem areas. So coming up at 6 again, we're going to hear more from DPW, their plan to get the rest of these potholes filled.
Ooh, that might be the worst I've seen, too.
That's
a
pretty
lot
bad
of
right
craters.
there. And they went around exactly as they should.
Exactly. You got to watch really closely. Hey, Lauren, I'm also wondering, when I report a pothole, how long does it typically take DPW to fill it in?
Yes, I know. That's a great question. We were wondering the same thing. So we asked DPW and they said that it usually takes about, let's see, like 2 weeks. Oh, look. Oh, is this guy going? Wait, we have to show you. Is he going to make it? Oh, right through the puddle. So you got to take it slow. That is the right method here. You don't want to come in here going too fast. But to answer your question, Dustin, yes, we asked them today and they said usually about 2 weeks. That's what they aim for, but we know that's not always the case.
Yeah, I think they also don't want to splash you too,
right.
because these are Hoosiers,
Yes.
so I'm sure that's the case.
Being very Hoosier. All right, Lauren, looking forward to your story at 6 o'clock. Thank you. Some major real estate could be for sale here in Indy, not homes or businesses, but 2 massive federal buildings.
And this comes as the Trump administration's massive cost-cutting measures recommended by the Department of Government Efficiency are starting to roll out. Rich Nye is here to tell us where those buildings are and then, of course, what goes on at those buildings right now. Rich?
So one of them is just a couple blocks from here, downtown from our studios. This all went public on Tuesday when the U.S. General Services Administration announced more than 400 properties across the country on a list of non-core assets for disposal. On the list is the Minton Capehart Federal Building on Pennsylvania Street in downtown Indianapolis. The primary tenants listed are the Veterans Administration, the IRS, and Social Security Administration. Now, I was just in that building recently to check out the 7 brand new immigration courtrooms that are there. The other building in Indianapolis on that list is the Major General Emmett J. Bean Federal Center in Lawrence. This is a massive facility on the former Fort Bend campus, second only in size, one building to the Pentagon. The Bean Center includes the Defense Finance and Accounting Service, which processes the payroll for all of the Department of Defense, everybody who works for the military, but there are at least 14 agencies with offices in that building. Congressman Andre Carson responded with a statement that includes, DOJ claims these buildings are functionally obsolete and unsuitable for use by the federal workforce. This is untrue. I serve as a senior member of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, and we publicly reviewed and approved both local facilities to ensure they are in the best condition possible to fulfill their respective agency missions. Now, it is important to point out that this list of properties for disposals disappeared from the government website. And now when you go there, it says the list is coming soon.
Okay.
So I talked to some federal workers who work at those facilities today. They didn't want to go on camera. They're a little bit nervous about what's going to happen to their buildings, understandably. And at 5:30, I'll talk to a restaurant owner who his building is just across the street from the Finance Center, the Bean Center in Lawrence. He's obviously concerned about the impact this would have on businesses, but also all the people who work there who live in Lawrence and may be looking to leave if their jobs leave.
A lot of questions. I had no idea the Bean Center was that big.
Yeah.
Second only to the Pentagon. Wow.
Massive.
Huge.
All right, Rich Nye on the case. Thank you so much. And now we have this guy.
This guy. Actually,
guy.
Rob's bringing us some good news this afternoon. Look at that
Rob,
live
that's
picture over
a
in
beautiful blue
It does
sky.
look
Plenty of
nice.
sunshine.
It's a little bit deceiving because it is still a bit on the chilly side. There's still a pretty strong breeze out there that's making it feel a little bit on the colder side. And tomorrow won't be the most beautiful, picture-perfect Indiana day. However, if you get through that, once you look at the 7-day forecast, it's really going to improve. I'm very excited about where we're going for next week.
He's
So
excited.
I'm
I
very
know,
excited. Let's
and
get
look,
right into it.
It matches your blue tie. I mean,
It's going to be blue skies.
All
We
right.
call Carolina blue skies back home. 42 is where we sit right now. We have warmed up. The sunshine helped. It took a while to get some of those clouds out of there earlier in the day. Those have moved out. Now we're starting to see this next system move in. It's a little bit on the anemic side. It doesn't necessarily have a lot of moisture with it. I think we could see the possibility of a little wintry mix early in the morning, and the trend here through the next several hours is to see the clouds on the increase as the temperatures drop out of the 40s, back down into the 30s. So yes, for tonight, we'll call that partly cloudy skies, maybe increasing clouds could be a better way to describe that. Temperatures near freezing, and then tomorrow, that chance for a little bit of wintry mix, maybe in the morning, then you should get a break with more clouds than anything else midday, and then as we get into the afternoon, another chance for some scattered showers. This 46 for tomorrow is one of the coolest days I have in the forecast. Wait until you see 70s, yes, 70s in the 7-day forecast. I'll show you when coming up.